outdoor celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up.
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. There he goes. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Stanford! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He's up to 51 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number, and he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah,
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Handoff from the gun. Next going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Still running at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Knocked down for the tackle.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet...
Going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. Crosses to 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cotton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have...
He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sets up the screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Gain of 3. Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs are on the move. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Stanford, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got enough space. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Stanford wants to push the pace.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Finds his target down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Under fire. Makes the grab. And And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels. And
diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. He's looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Throws to the wideout. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. The defense gets the big stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll take it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about that? This offense now 4 for 4 in this game on 4th down conversions.
The entire field, the entire drive is 4-down territory.
This offense, man, they just believe that they're going to get it done. And that really stems from the coaching staff instilling in them.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Got it.
They'll crank up this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and he got a hand on it, it's blocked. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30, the 20, inside, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Stanford!
Number 27 with the reserve.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
28.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 45 on its way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but there's better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cotton.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Just just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. After the misconnection, it's second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Allen. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. They're going to ride this running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Cotton. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. And
the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Stanford quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Stanford going back to work with another first down.
42, Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Now, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Defense in press coverage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. After this, it'll be a wrap. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave,